Yes, it's live, direct from his bedroom of a man cave. It's Big D Live. And now your host, the man who puts the spook in his spooktacular October. Here's the Big D. Good evening, and welcome to Big D Live. This is, of course, yours truly, Joel, the Big D. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not wearing a Jason mask for a long time. Sandman Roll Films is already here. Welcome. Give me a sec. Well, not much. Good to hear from you. Well, not much. I'm just getting started on my latest horror film of a live stream, which is, of course, a double feature. And it, of course, from the Jason mask is Friday the 13th and Friday the 13th Part 2. Now, of course, Friday the 13th Part 1 will be in its special uncut format. Now, I know a lot of you guys have gotten the just now released Shout Factory set on which is Blu-ray, which I do hope y'all are enjoying this, but since I don't have Blu-ray, that thing's probably pricey. Well, no hard feelings. But I'm glad I have these. Hang on. Drew, the Firefly Family Podcast. Hey, what up, Drew? I saw you were. I saw your last. Well, I didn't get to watch, but I did see your last podcast was up at midnight last night. It came up after I went to bed for a while. Sorry, but anyway, I'm about to get ready to start Friday the 13th Uncut. Yeah, the original classic that came out 40 years ago. So get ready, and because I'm about to get this show on the road. Now, unlike my last live streams, I'm going to be sitting on my bed this time and probably not on my chair all the time, but if you'd like, I might be willing to make an exception. You know what? I'll get my chair. There we go. Got the chair out. And here we go. On with the show. We got the Paramount logo. Now we got a Sean S. Cunningham film. Anyway, as we're getting into this here story of Friday the 13th, which we start out at Camp Crystal Lake, which, yeah, I like how the atmosphere of it taking place at this here Crystal Lake. Yeah, Camp Crystal Lake, 1958. Well, we're getting into this. We're just beginning. I hope y'all don't mind, but I'm going to go ahead and show my latest pickups just for fun. Anyway, I was at Walmart the other day, and, well, I was lucky, but my Walmart's DVD set is starting to be dry as the Sahara Desert almost with some of these good titles. So apparently I took my chance and bought a couple of recent horror for franchises, I recently picked up the Resident Evil Complete Collection. Yeah, despite I only saw the first two films, I had the second one, Apocalypse, on DVD, but I sold it. But now I've got it back along with the first and the others. Well, anyway, I've watched the first four so far, and I gotta say, I thought Extinction was good, but I'm gonna say when I saw Afterlife earlier today, I thought it was really cool. And I still got Retribution and the final chapter to go for this. Anyway, and if in case you haven't noticed, Mia Jovovich, who plays Alice, she's actually going to be in the upcoming adaptation of Monster Hunter coming up, which will be from Screen Gems. And we get to hear a little more music from the counselors at Camp Crystal Lake. Yeah. But anyway, we're almost ready to get this going. Here's my other pickup, and this is the Underworld Ultimate Collection. Yeah. Yeah, I saw I had watched 3 of these movies before I got this. And I finally watched Rise of the Lycans earlier. It was first time watching it. But now of course I have seen Awakening, but I'll be rewatching it. And now only Blood Wars is the only Underworld movie I have yet to see. I wanted to see this since it came out right before my 37th birthday, as a matter of fact. Or, maybe it was after. Oh well, I've been wrong before. But anyway, give me a moment, please. As I'm just going to freshen up my Jason mask. I forgot to do so, but, well, it's better to be safe than sorry, as long as I'm being careful. Uh-oh. Now, this, of course, is the Jason mask I got from the Spirit Halloween store last year, along with the Freddy Krueger glove. Yeah, I got 4 viewers now watching. Well, that's good to know. Let me return this to my closet, so that way you won't have to. Hi, horror fan John Kyle. Welcome. Watching part 2 will be coming up. Now here it comes. Those 2 counselors were making love. Yeah. Get stabbed right down the old gut. That's right, our counselor. It's like we say, no one knows. Try to escape, but she gets cornered, and we just see free stream of her screaming, and yeah, her too again. Well, whatever you want to do, buddy, it's up to you. Anyway, here comes our tile card. Don't mind me. I like to do this. Friday the 13th. Yeah, I always like to do it when it crashes through. Yeah, this was one of my favorite movies from my birth year. See, I was born in 1980, and this was among one of the many cool films that come out that year. Of course, I know that we also got some others, like, let's see. I know Empire Strikes Back came out in 1980, so did Popeye, also from Paramount. How awesome is the Friday the 13th soundtracks? It always takes a second seat to Halloween soundtracks. Well, true. I like the soundtracks to both of them. And associate producer Stephen Miner, who of course would later direct the second and third ones, and also would direct House and let's see, Halloween H2O and Lake Placid. I think I'm gonna rewatch that. I haven't seen Lake Placid in a long time. It's on Prime. Oh, which reminds me, just to celebrate this special occasion, I just rewatched the Sleepaway Camp trilogy on YouTube. Well, unfortunately, I had to watch the first one on Tubi since it was no longer on there. House and Lake Placid is awesome. I couldn't agree more. Well, I'm gonna think of rewatching House. Oh, there's tons of horror movies I'm thinking of watching or revisiting. I mean, maybe I'll rewatch. Well, I know I'm gonna try to do my best and try and rewatch The Conjuring the the Annabelle movies. I still have yet to rewatch those. Okay, well, here we got Annie come up here. I'll get the place ready. I'm fighting. I'm happy. Which out of us. Alright, give me a sec. Come on. Yeah, it still look good with just the main light on, not the lights over there where my sink is. Excuse me. Hang on a sec, everyone. That's right. And I want you to finish up the archery, okay? Now, if Annie gets here, get her started in the kitchen. All right? That's the lunch. Anything like else. So get as much time as possible. I don't want to get too far behind. Okay. You neglected to mention that downtown they call this place Camp Blood. That's true. I found some poisonous snakes in the outhouse. Wrap it out. Okay, and here we got another one of the teens here, Brenda. Oh boy, Ned scares the life out of her. Shooting an arrow. I don't believe you. And of course, we also got to meet one of the other people that was working, Bill. Okay. And he's getting picked up by an anonymous driver. Excuse me, folks. Anyway. Anyway, if anybody's out there, tell your friends I'm here. And well. And the Jeep just misses the turn. He's not. Well, kind of puzzled. Here we here's some more of Harry Manfredini's score. Yeah, Harry Manfredini did a real good job on the score of this. And here we hear some more music. Music's kind of almost sounds like a combination of music from Psycho and Jaws. And now he gets chased down. Oh, and he loses her balance right at the feet of the mysterious stranger. Takes a knife out and yeah, we get to see a little more blood coming out. That's of course why this was uncut. Yeah, another thing I liked about was the makeup effects done by Tom Savini. I know he did the makeup effects for lots of other horror movies, such as The Burning, and I know he did another one of the sequels to Friday the 13th. And just saying themselves. And, and going for a swim. Yeah, just swimming and sunning themselves. You know, since I brought up bad water, that the water was bad in way when they tried to reopen Camp Crystal Lake, that reminds me. Has anybody actually seen the Cabin Fever movies? Well, I know it's been a long time since I last saw the first one, the first Cabin Fever, but I thought it was pretty good in ways. But not so long ago, I recently watched the sequel. I can't believe it. I regret watching that sequel. It it did have a little bit of fun moments, but I wasn't too thrilled with some of the stuff that happened. And so it was kind of gross out more than what I had anticipated. Well, not just because of the fleshing virus and what have you in that. Yeah. Yeah, acting like, yeah, man, he should have ate. Well, the way I see it from my point of view from now on, Ned should have ate before he went and took a swim and what have you. I know he was just faking. I know what. I know. I was just playing with y'all. To eat before you go for a swim or something like that. Yeah, I just got that little that from the second episode of the third season, Small Wonder. Everyone to the pool. If you've not seen my rankings of that show, which I did not so long ago, last month for Super September. Yeah, of course. Everyone to the Pool was my second favorite episode of the third season of Small Wonder, right behind The Facts of Life. Yeah. As you can imagine, it being a goofball, just pretending he was, just so they could get mouth to mouth from Brenda. Oh, here's the part where we encounter that snake. Excuse me, everyone. I did rest a little bit, but what do I do? Now we get to get going in the kitchen, stuff like that. Yeah. And Alice meets Crazy Ralph. I'm a messenger of God. You're doomed if you stay. This place is cursed. Cursed. It's got a death curse. God sent me. Get out of here, man. I got to warn you. You're doomed if you stay. Go. Go. I think we just went Ralph. You're doomed. You're all doomed. Big D for president. Well, I wish. Well, Laura, but that would be very much of a fun thing. You know, I'm not. I found Dave Sheridan, who played Doofy in Scary Movie. I saw on his Facebook page he has a little something that says "Doofy for President." Oh wow, yeah, that's incredible, huh? See. Okay, what did you think of the counselors singing in the beginning? Yeah, well, that's pretty good and all. Mm-hmm. And not too bad. The singing's pretty good. To be honest, I've never actually been to an actual camp out in the woods and what have you. Just band camp. I've been to band camp twice. Yeah, I was in the band from all the way from middle school all the way up to high school. Yeah, I was a clarinet player and for most of my run. And when I was in 8th grade, I got to play two different instruments. I played both the standard clarinet and contrabass clarinet, which I only play contrabass for them for our concerts. Cookie, but it was supposed to be the 60s. Oh. Okay, I think I understand what you're saying, John Collins. Well, yes, I saw American Pie. I reviewed that. I will review the second one next year. I might review the rest of the. Well, I might review the rest of the theatrical movies. Don't think don't bother asking me to review the direct-to-video ones. I watched a little bit of American Pie Presents Van Camp. I wasn't impressed with. Sorry. Well, I do know they just put out another direct-to-video one. American Pie Presents Girls Rule. Yeah. And yeah, I've seen American Pie numerous times. I did have that. Song was okay. Oh, now I understand what you're talking about. One of the songs the counselors were saying. Okay, now I understand what you're trying to tell me. Boy, my apologies, young Kyle. I kind of wasn't too sure I understood that hooky and why I thought. Whoops, my bad. Well, Ned. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't quick enough. Ned hears something and he sees something. Well, he falls into the cabin. We don't see him again. It's gonna start. It starts storming. Jack and Marcy smooth. Okay, well, I'm currently in the scene where Jack and Marcy are getting acquainted, what have you talking about, and stuff, and the storm's approaching. But yeah, that's where I'm currently at. Yeah. One moment, please, people. All right. See the lightning flashing, and now it's getting darker. And what have you? The water's going, and what? Did you just take a shot of booze? Crud, no, I don't. I haven't had no booze in like. I haven't had no booze for the past 15 years. Shoot, I only had. I mean, used to before I started working, and believe me, I only had like. Well, I mean, I never. And believe me, that was just a bottle of water and nothing else. Thank you very much. Shoot. Again, I have not drunk an alcohol beverage for the past 15 years. Believe me, the last time I had a drink, it was, well, still before I went to go to work, and it was, well, Corona. Yeah, I liked having Corona and what have you. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, and I had a little bit of lime to it, or no way, a little bit of salt to it, and yeah, I can remember I was watching a Bewitched marathon on TV Land. Yeah, shoot. I also actually did kind of have kind of a tropical fruit flavored wine cooler as well. I only drunk alcohol if it was New Year's or my birthday. Okay, D. Did you know Hazen that Devon Graham doesn't drink? He doesn't even like bird and chicken. What kind of blooming world is that? Never heard of bird and chicken. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. I can't help it. Anyway, anyway, well, and now Brendan's about to get out the Monopoly board. They're gonna play strip Monopoly. Shoot. Anyway, yeah, wasn't quite really good at Monopoly though, but I liked the game though. Okay. Oh, bourbon chicken. Oh, it's okay. A little typo. Bourbon chicken is a dish named after Bourbon Street in New Orleans, Louisiana, and for the bourbon whiskey ingredient. Okay. Well, not actually, to be honest, never had bourbon chicken, but I did have try a bourbon flavored sauce though with chicken strips with a Hungry Man meal, and I have tried bourbon brown sugar shake Psych had before, which reminds me, I had myself some Sonic for lunch. I had myself an extra long a foot long chili cheese cone after I haven't had one for I don't know how long. And Jack and Marcy have that little sex. I'm aware that Ned's in the top bed already. Anyway, and here we are back with playing the Monopoly game. You know, actually, what's that recent version of Monopoly, the Monopoly Millionaires Club that aired in syndication, that was hosted by Billy Gardell, who of course was from TV's Mike and Molly. Yeah, I thought that game was pretty good at first. Well, for the first season anyway, when it was one full hour, when they trimmed it down to 30 minutes, it kind of went downhill a bit. And of course, they had another host, Todd Newton, who, of course, we've seen him host Whammy, the all new Pressure Luck, and Family Game Night. Yeah. I actually like the games they played on the Monopoly Millionaires Club. That almost kind of remind me of The Price is Right, almost. Those mini games. They pick someone from a section with one of the pieces of the Monopoly board. Oh wow! Well, pieces you move around the Monopoly board. Yeah, and then in the end they try to go. The one player goes wins. Well, one of them gets to go for the big money, and you get to play on like this life-size Monopoly board. If you hit, well, let's see, one of the railroads, you might get to win a trip. And the waterworks, you get to win something. Let's see, free parking. Well, where you get to pick one of those parking meters. One may not have anything good, or one of them I saw one pick one right, and got free gas for a year. And if you hit I've seen some hit the electric company spot, and they get their electricity paid for a whole year. Really something. Okay, here's the part where we get to see Jack's death and what have you. Jack's smoking a joint. Got free gas every day. Cool. That's very interesting. Oh, here it comes. And now, the arrow's point spike gone through his neck. Oh boy, the blood. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay. Yeah. Let's see. And oh yeah, and if you hit let me get back to Monopoly Millionaires Club. And if you get on the just visiting section, you get to a trip to Alcatraz. As a matter of fact, yeah, yeah. They use this here called the Monopoly Rock and Roller. It's a big dome that has two big dice. You use a little remote control thing to push the button and stop. Yeah, really cool. As a matter of fact, I have seen some people. Well, two or three contestants actually went on that big file Monopoly board where you have to reach the go spot. I would love to do it for Alcatraz. Yeah, that might be pretty cool. Now here we see Annie in the can. Reading the writing on the walls in the stall. Now she soon hears a sound. Thinks it's Jack. Anyway, okay. Have you seen The Rock? Best action movie of the 90s. Yeah, I've seen The Rock before, but that's been a long time ago. I think I've probably seen most of it though. Yeah, you're talking about the movie with Sean Connery. And speaking of Sean Connery, I saw Amazon Prime has I think I've seen some of that movie. I need to try and watch that if it comes on one day. Yeah, I've heard The Rock's a good movie, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot Nicolas Cage was in that. Anyway, speaking of Sean Connery, Amazon Prime has a guilty pleasure of mine that he's in them. Well, I should have reviewed this last month for Super September since it was a comic book movie. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. This was a guilty pleasure of mine. I think I'll possibly review that early next year. Let's see. Now, here's what I've got coming up on my channel. Now, tomorrow, get ready for a review of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And yes, I will sing a little bit of that particular song, The Time Warp, okay? Promise. Let's see now. Then on the 19th, well, on Monday, I'll be doing the original Teen Wolf with Michael J. Fox. And of course, you'll know that I am going to be talking about the anime TV show for 1986 next Saturday morning. Okay, let me pause from talking about the schedule. Checking the showers. Uh-oh, here comes Marcy's dad. And the X. Yeah. Yeah, I actually used to watch the Teen Wolf cartoon when I was a kid on CBS. That was really something. Actually, in case I might as well give you a heads up on the Teen Wolf cartoon. I didn't know this, but Donnie Most, played Ralph Mouth on Happy Days. He voiced Styles on the show. After he recently voiced Eric, the Cavalier on in the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. Hey, folks. And well, the wind breaks through and blows on everything around, messes everything up. Yeah, I got to vision. I just when it was getting interesting. Let's see. And since I'm talking about Donnie Moss, I am actually going to be talking about him next month, as I've already confirmed the Saturday morning TV log of the Fonz and the Happy Days gang. Yeah, next month. So here we are at the diner. Mr. Christie's enjoying a little something. Excuse me. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, now where was I on the? Oh yeah, on the schedule. Sorry. Now on Tuesday it'll be Pet Sematary 2. Yeah, I originally had it booked for Urban Legends Final Cut, but I took that off at the last minute. I'll save that for later. So Pet Sematary 2 will be coming up. Let's see. And then on Tuesday, it'll be my back-to-back review of Disney's Zombies and Zombies 2. Like I said, it's a back-to-back review. And then Wednesday, it'll be Popcorn. I will be watching that. Oh, wait. Okay, pause. John Kyle Pet Sematary. What did you like better, the original or the remake? Gee, that's easy. The original, of course. I preferably watch like the original a whole lot more. I may watch the remake just one more time since it's currently on Prime. I didn't see the original still on there or the sequel, but hey, I've seen Pet Sematary 2 a few times already, so look for a review of that since I've already reviewed the original and the remake. The original was better and what have you. I mean, even though I like the remake just for certain reasons, I know a lot of y'all didn't like it being spoiled up so big time in the trailer, which I understand. I kind of felt like that. Yeah. So, anyway. Yeah, I'm going to be watching Pet Sematary last 2019 again, but on Prime. Well, again, because I watched it twice when I rented it from Redbox last year. But don't worry, it doesn't take away my love for the original. Oh, no, sir. Like I said, the original Pet Sematary is a classic in my book. I like the performances from everybody in there. I mean, I like the old Midkiff, Fred Gwynn, of course. Yeah. And, well, even though Ellie was annoying and what have you, it takes away from it all. Yeah, that's what happened when we saw the trailer for the remake. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Blaise Bardal, who played Ellie, I know she was kind of annoying. But hey, look on the bright side. She went on to play Lenny on Ghostwriter. Fred Gwynn is awesome. Can't be replaced. Yeah, I do like Fred Gwynn in the original Pet Sematary. I did like, don't hate me for it, but I did like John Lithgow's performance as well, Judd in the remake, but however, it wasn't quite as good. Not quite as good as Fred Gwynn, but he almost comes close in a way, sort of. But like I said, Fred Gwynn was much better. You're absolutely right, John Kyle. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and can't forget young Miko Hughes is Gage and what have you. I know he uh, a few years later we saw him playing Teddy on Full House, and of course he was also in Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Wow. Anyway, let me get back to the schedule. Now, I'm actually keeping my memory straight and remembering. Now, the 25th, I'll be doing two reviews separately. I'm going to try and do what I can. I'll be reviewing the original Hellraiser, and then later will be The Exorcist 3. Again, sorry, I'm skipping the second one. Now, I did see the second Hellraisers on Prime. I'll watch that, but you might not get a review for it, but you might get it another time, okay? Promise. And then the 26th will be Casper, and I had this down as a trilogy, but I've made a slight error. I'm doing Halloween Town. I was going to do it as a trilogy, but I made a slight error. Um, oh no, I'm sorry. I gotta add myself to. I gotta have myself the next weekend. My bad. Whoops, and I skipped one. So okay, so Monday's gonna be Teen Wolf, and tomorrow's Rocky Horror Picture Show. Oh shit! I hate it when that happens. I hate it when I get mixed up. Oh, Brenda hears a mysterious voice. Time for help. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, my bad. Let's see. Again, tomorrow will be the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Then Teen Wolf on Monday. Let's see. Pet Cemetery 2 will be on Tuesday. Then Zombies and Zombies 2 on Tuesday. Wednesday is Popcorn. This is going to be a first time watch and what have you. I actually found that movie's actually on YouTube, so I think if it's still there, I'll watch it. I've I was thinking about it because I actually read about Popcorn a long time ago. Let's see now. I'm trying to look. And then on the 23rd will be Frankenweenie, which of course will be a back-to-back review because I'm gonna be talking about the original short film, live action short film from 1984, along with the animated remake movie from 2011 or 2012. And of course, next Saturday will be my Saturday morning TV log of the Teen Wolf cartoon, and then will be my next Friday the 13th live stream, which will be on part 3, which, yes, I'll be watching in 3D, and in the fourth one, the final chapter. So that's it. That's what you'll get for next month. Now I've already gotten what I've got planned for next month. I thought I'd let you know. Oh, the lights are coming on at the archery range. Bronco Juggalo talks movies. Hey there, buddy. Yeah, doing pumpkins with my girls, but wanted to show you some love. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, buddy. And there goes Brenda. Glad you could stop by, Bronk. Yeah, watching Friday the 13th, the original classic. Brad is awesome, yeah. Well, I kind of give him either name, Brad or Bronk, so yeah, I'm sure he'll answer to either name, just like how I'll answer to either Joel or Big D. So I answer to either name, thank you. Now, I will give you a little early heads up on them, Wilson. I will have a little something horrifying coming up next month. Even though okay, Matthew. Something that reminds me. I better go do the exact same thing. Now, guys, I apologize. Sorry for turning off. Sorry, I'm going to turn off the mic for a bit. Bear with me. I shall be right back. Okay, bear with me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I want y'all to hear. Well, I don't think you could hear me go and what have you. I mean the can's right back there, right next to the bed, and that'll. So what? Now they're investigating the strange things that's been going on. The phone line's been disconnected. We're about to see. Yeah. They can't get their vehicle started up. You know, I've recently been. Well, I haven't watched these because I haven't watched it. I've seen some of my fellow horror fanatic YouTubers have recently been doing reviews of the just now released new fan film. Yeah, there was a new Friday the 13th fan film that just now come out called Never Hike in the Snow. I know it's on here. I'll try and watch that and Never Hike Alone. Well, Mr. Christie's vehicle's not turning, so he got picked up by the cop.
Your old Ralph on your way today. Like nervous wreck we got him home. Well, that's all I need. Crazy Ralph running around. Brain stopping. Is there one last? This is Jerry.
Anyway, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's been enjoying this live stream. I do hope this gets lots of views already. I mean, I already got a lot of views for the last one. Believe me, I want to thank y'all again for checking out the last one, which of course was Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4. I found I got 52 big views. That's more than the last one I did for the first two Nightmare movies. Wow. Thank y'all for that. Now correction, I'm now four viewers now. Cool. Boy, getting it maybe this is okay. Who you think would win in a rollerball game of death? Mark from Friday the 13th or Franklin from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Gee, that's a John Kyle. Oh, here comes Steve Christie's dad. Sees a bright light. Yeah, I seem to recall Derek from Derek's Horror Corner said he didn't like Mr. Christie's death, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay, now back to John Kyle's question. Who you think would win in a rollerball game of death? Mark. Gee, that's a hard one. Obviously, I think I'm going to probably go with Mark from Friday the 13th Part 2 because he was one of my favorite characters. I need. I'm going to rewatch Texas Chainsaw Massacre original soon. Okay. I do know that's still on Prime, and I may revisit the second one maybe. I intended on watching Leatherface not so long ago. I think it was last Saturday, but I got carried away with some stuff, so we'll just have to wait another day. Refill. Be right back. Yeah. And see, it's water, not blooming booze. hell, I haven't. Like I said, I've told you, I have not had no liquor for the past 15 years. Shoot. Not even when I've been on breaks from work, I've had a drink. Shoot. I never even drunk alcohol when I went to my high school reunions, even. Because I just didn't want it, even if it was light beer. Well, now Bill's gone to investigate some stuff, and well, Alice is left to rest. Not late to rest, but left to rest. Okay, excuse me. Now, let me see. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about little something horrifying I got coming up next month. Yeah, I've got a little something horrifying coming up next month. I decided that, despite I'm never watching that, Thanksgiving again, I decided to revisit a much better Thanksgiving themed horror flick. Actually, got to get going, bro. Got to get back to the. Well, thanks for stopping by, Brad. Or should I call you Bronk? I always call you that. Well, okay. Well, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Thanks for have fun. Where was I? Oh yeah. What I'm talking about is I'm gonna be reviewing Blood Rage on Thanksgiving Day. Old Doyle rules. Yeah, I wish. Yeah. But anyway, you heard me correctly, folks. I'm gonna be reviewing Blood Rage on Thanksgiving Day itself. Yeah. And before you ask, no, I ain't reviewing Thanksgiving 3. No, sir. Nuh-uh, absolutely, positively, undeniably, no. I would rather have myself. I would rather be better off. I don't know. Than watch that mega crap, because I've seen that Thanksgiving 3 is more mega crap. So anyway, again, it's Blood Rage. That's why I'm reviewing. Although it's going to be one of two movies I'm reviewing on Thanksgiving Day. The other being the underrated African American urban fight take of The Wizard of Oz, The Wiz. Diana Ross and the late great Michael Jackson, Nipsey Russell, and Richard Pryor. Yeah. But don't worry, I've got another. Well, that's going to be one of two Oz movies I'm going to be doing, because I'll also be reviewing Return to Oz with a young Fairuza Balk before she did The Craft and the Water Boy. I've already got a few others confirmed. I got them. I'm finally going to do the Paddington movies, which reminds me, Paddington Bear recently celebrated his 62nd birthday. Yeah, I got that from the fella on here on YouTube. I know its anniversary was just a few weeks ago this month. I'm also going to review Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I got a couple of movies celebrating anniversaries. I'll be reviewing Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas from 2000 on the 17th, which is its anniversary. And the following day will be a 15th anniversary review of Walk the Line, plus along with a Johnny Cash songs ranking. That's right. I am going. Even though I was saying that I was thinking about doing an alternate channel talking about music, but since I haven't talked about music a whole lot lately, I decided to make it up to y'all. Yeah. Well, Alice is awake and she's searching for Bill, and Barry's found them pinned down, or should I say, arrowed down to the door. I'm sorry, that was kind of, you know. Now she's locking herself back into the cabin, and now she's about to barricade. Um, let's see. I've got lots of other music. I'm going to have lots of other music rankings come up next month. Going to be doing a Garth Brooks songs ranking. I was going to do that last year, but I failed to. But I've been having thoughts about why. Well, ranking I originally did, so I'm gonna probably change it up and what have you. I'm also gonna do it. Well, Alabama songs ranking. It's gonna be a two-parter. And even though we lost Eddie Van Halen this past month, I'm actually going to do a Van Halen songs ranking as well, which will also be in two parts. I'm going to be reviewing, well, not reviewing, whoops, my bad. I'm going to be ranking my favorite songs from both the Diamond Dave era and the Red Rocker era of Van Halen. Yeah, I know, it's a shame that we lost Eddie Van Halen at the age of 65. Like I said, he was one of the greatest guitarists I've ever liked and what have you. Actually, it was my favorite of them all. I mean, I had lots of other favorite guitarists in rock bands, like Phil Collins from Def Leppard, which reminds me, I'm going to try and squeeze a rank of my favorite songs from them on here too. Maybe possibly my favorite Mariah Carey songs too, since this year was the 30th anniversary of her debut album. I want to do some songs of hers as well. I hope y'all don't mind, but where you know or not, I like Mariah's tunes as well because well, most of the early stuff and a little bit into the later stuff, you know. Maybe I'll throw the Croods in if we really get that sequel out onto the big screen on Thanksgiving itself. So, but anyway, I would like to believe that, but I don't. Not yet, anyway. Until theaters officially have this confirmed. As long as they don't delay Wonder Woman 1984 again, we got it in the bag. I hope if any of you people in the in the state with the biggest city in the world, and Alice encounters Brendan Spy got thrown in. Thanks, John Kyle. But if you'll forgive me, but my name's spelled differently. Mine's Doyle with a Doyal. Thank you. But hey, I'm not going to be. I'm just pointing out because I don't want to be rude or mad at you. Okay. Thank you. I do rule. Oh, now I see the Jeep pulling up, and this is where we're going to be meeting. I think you know. Pamela Voorhees, played by the late Betsy Palmer. Now, here's something I never did tell you. I've only seen Betsy Palmer in one other thing aside from this. I never took the time to see any other stuff she was in. The only other thing I've seen her in was in her appearance in a couple of episodes of the underrated 80s sitcom Out of This World. Yeah, she was Evie's grandmother, I think. Yeah, Evie's grandmother, of course, mother to Donna, who of course was played by Donna Pascal. Let me see. Next month, okay, let me get back to what I've got coming up next month. I can't tell you the date, so just tell me what I've got. Give me a heads up. I'll be reviewing Puffin stuff. I know I haven't done the HR Puffin Stuff TV show yet, so I thought I'd go ahead and do that. Before he's talking about Boy Who Drowned. About Jason. Wasn't a very good swimmer. Let me just tell you this, me either. I wasn't a good swimmer myself, to be honest. I still like getting a pool though, but just not too deep though. And those visions, Jason drowning. Oh, you let him drown. Now it's gonna happen. Oh, excuse me one moment, please. Oh, there she sees Annie in the Jeep. And then sees Mr. Christie now, stabbed in the chest. Looks like. Alright, that's better. Now, yeah, blooming laptops trying to drunk battery power trying to drown. Now, speaking like Jason Sondheim. Yeah. Now, as we see Mrs. Voorhees go after Alice, let's see, what else do I have coming up next month? I've got the original Annie from 1982 coming up. And, well, I know its anniversary was earlier this year, but I forgot all about it. I'll be reviewing Jetsons the movie, as well as the Jetsons Meet the Flintstones, since that's going to be included on the Blu-ray release for the complete series of the Flintstones and the DVD release of the complete series of the Jetsons. which I just found out about. See, I'm also finally going to be reviewing Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I was going to save that for a month of Disney in December, but said the heck with it. I'm going to push out. Let's see. I'll also be doing a TV log of one of my favorite shows of the '60s, Family Affair. And once Thanksgiving's over, I'll get into some Christmas reviews early. Well, even though I'm doing How the Grinch Stole Christmas 2017, I'll be reviewing The Year Without Santa Claus, the original, as well as The Little Drummer Boy, which I didn't get a chance to do The Little Drummer Boy, but I'll do that. And then I'm doing The Sound of Music for last. My other Saturday morning TV log, aside from the Fonz and the Happy Days game, will be Richie Rich, which I'll be doing that the day before it celebrates its 40th anniversary, and Thundarr the Barbarian, which just celebrated its 40th anniversary not so long ago this month, and Princess Guinevere and the Jewel Riders. That's about it. That's all I've got so far. Excuse me, everyone. Okay. And having a good time so far. Almost done with this. And then we'll go on to Friday number 2. I'll try in the pantry. Now, I actually am going to be excited about something really big coming up tomorrow night. I recently got a good look at the new reboot of Supermarket Sweep. coming up on ABC tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Sackhead Jason, well, your thoughts? Well, to be honest, I like Sackhead Jason. I still prefer the hockey match, but hey, Sackhead Jason is real good. But yeah, I like Sackhead Jason. Really something. Well, knockdown Miss Voorhees. With a skillet. Yeah. What if Sackhead Jason was a big guy like King Hodder? Would you still like it? Hang on, I'm just trying to get myself adjusted here. Gee. Well, the answer is maybe. And that just depends. But yeah, if it was a big guy, I'd say heck, go for it. All right. Okay, this is it, people. All right, this is it. Now let's get the machete. Here it comes. And his voice is beheaded. Yeah. Well, that's the last of her. Series isn't even over yet. Yeah, I'm still on part one, but it's just about over though. We just saw the beheading of Mrs. Voorhees. Alice is out in the middle of the lake with in that there rowboat. Oh, where is it? Canoe. Oh dear, I kind of get them mixed. No, I think it's a canoe. Sorry, my mistake. Yeah, canoe. I think I know what you're trying to say. It sounds. The dual boat. Oh boy, Kyle, you're a character. You know that? Yeah. Well, that reminds me. I think it's like, yeah, he's a real character. He's a real character. I'm sorry, I just couldn't resist saying that because, well, because from hearing Tom Green say that and Freddie got fingered. Okay, now it's here's the policeman recovering, but Here comes Jason out of the water. Now, I gotta say, seeing, young Ari Lehman, who plays Jason, yeah. Actually, it was really cool to get to see him all grown up, and I actually saw Friday the 13th reunion panel at one of those horror fests or something. I know it's featured on this disc. Now we see Alice is in the hospital. Excuse me.
Are they all dead? Yes. Still my back goes by the way. Thought you were dead too. Do you remember very much? Boy, Chase. In the lake, the one who attacked and the one who pulled me underneath the water. Man, we didn't find any boy.
That's what about Jason. It's like, we didn't find any boy. Policeman, doctor, Alice says, then he's still there. And there we have it. Now we get our cast. I'm Betsy Palmer as Mrs. Voorhees. Adrienne King as Alice. And there's the rest. And our credits start rolling. Okay, yeah, that's that. Friday the 13th is officially over with. See all the rest of people worked on it. Stephen Meyer, Tom Savini, yeah, he did a great job with the makeup effects and stunts. Yeah, I gotta give him credit for that. Who do you think would win a fight? Sackhead Jason or Colton from Heartbreaker? Oh dear. I don't think old Colton would be around to hear this, but hey, I'd go for Sackhead Jason. Even if Colton was watching this, he'll probably get mad at me. But I'd say he's too busy and what have you. So I'd say Sackhead Jason. And we see our MPA logo, pretty small one as a matter of fact. And we go to our Paramount logo. Okay, there we go. Now then. Well, there you have it, Friday the 13th. I'll have part 2 going in just a moment. Where's Big D? Why, he's still right here. He's got to get his next movie fixed up. Anyway. Now we're going to continue with Friday the 13th, Part 2 from 1981. Yeah, this one's a favorite of mine too. And here we go. Got our Paramount logo up. Yeah, since I play these on my PlayStation 3, they will memorize and instead start the movie without going to the menu. Not if I don't want to, because I'm limited to, because, well, there's no previews on here. But anyway, yeah, since I've had this double feature set for some time, I really enjoyed it. I liked watching the special features. I mostly watched the trailers, but I did like the Lost Tales from Camp Blood. See this kid splashing the water and what have you. Then here we see a pair of boots coming up. Here we go to a big old house. You know, kind of reminds me of big old house I used to go visit when I was little, and of course that was my grams. And here we see Alice about to have some horrible nightmares, flashbacks of what happened in the first movie. Yep. Let's see. Now, of course, Part 2, of course, was directed by Steve Miller. Miner, not Miller. My bad, my mistake. Steve Miner. Yeah, Steve Miner directed this, and of course the third one, which of course you can see that you can be prepared when I do that next Saturday night. Possibly at the same time I started this one, so anyway. Friday the 13th Part 2 is among my top 5 favorite films of the franchise. Can't remember where I had it though, but in second place, I think that's probably where I had the second one, behind Final Chapter. Yeah. Anyway, this is just really good to watch. I also watch these every Friday the 13th, so I'll probably do this again when yeah, there's a Friday the 13th coming up next month, so I may be revisiting these again. So we'll see what happens. I mean, because even though lately I've been watching some old stuff on the tube and on Disney Plus and what have you, because I've been continuing watching Who's the Boss on Antenna TV, and well, and I'm still watching The Adventures of the Gummy Bears on Disney Plus. I'm almost done with that, as a matter of fact. I got 13 more episodes of that to go. And yes, I'll be doing a Saturday morning TV log of that during my month of Disney. Because I know it's been 35 years since Gummy Bears came on NBC, and I used to love watching that. You know, I mean, if you were an '80s kid, you probably grew up watching the Gummies. We had Gruffy and Zummy and Grammy, Tommy and Cubby and Sonny. Of course, we had Kevin and Princess Calla, King Gregor, Sir Tuxford. We had let's see, Duke Igthorn and Toadward and those ogres. Yeah. Actually, as a kid, I used to have 4 minifigures that I used to get from from using proofs to purchase from Kellogg cereals. Yeah, which those were, yeah, I used to have those when I was little. Yeah, those were Gruffy, Tommy, Sonny, and Cubby. Give me for a moment. Awesome. Yeah, it is. Soon Alice wakes up. Anyway, excuse me for just a moment. Big D's gotta get a refill on water. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, how's Tom with mom? Yeah. Aside from it, almost made me remind me of outside. Well, the outside of the house almost reminds me of my Graham's place, but inside reminds me of one of my old homes I used to live in well, not too far from where I used to live. Yep. No. Hmm. No one else has gotten that call, but nobody's speaking. just saying to see how well my posts went on over Facebook. Don't worry, I have two sources. Well, two things. Those being because I use my trusty tablet aside from the laptop. Trying to take an ice pick, looking for something strange outside the window. Yeah, just a little kitty cat. And once she opens the fridge, there's the gross severed head of Mrs. Voorhees. And now Alice gets killed with the ice pick through the temple. Yeah. Here we go. Friday the 13th, part 2. Okay, here it is. Right here. Okay, here's how I had the Friday movies from last time I checked. I'm using my link through Letterboxd. I'm seeing Friday the 13th Part 2. I actually had a third place behind the first one and Final Chapter. Because Final Chapter is my top favorite of the Friday the 13th. First is right behind it, and then the second one. And then fourth place was Jason Lives, which I will be rewatching on Prime, and Part 3, which I'll be doing that also. Yeah. Had to make sure. And here comes our first two pairs of teams, Jeff and Sandra. on the payphone, not aware that tow truck's getting Jeff's truck. Oh, but here comes Crazy Ralph. Doomed. You're all doomed. Oh. Sorry for being quiet a little bit. I was trying to check some things out here. But anyway, now y'all know that I'm on Friday the 13th Part 2. Yeah, 1981 was a pretty good year for some good flicks. I mean, yeah, there were lots of pretty good ones. Like, you know, well, aside from this, we got, let's see, I know we got, um, the same year this came out, we got The Great Muppet Caper. I'm planning to review that next year. Let's see. And I know we got The Final Conflict, the third Omen movie. Lots of other movies. Oh, yes. I mustn't forget Halloween 2, the original, which, of course, in 2 weeks from now, be prepared for a Halloween triple feature live stream 2 weeks from tonight, which will start at 6 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and give you early heads up. So, again, it will feature the original Halloween, Halloween 2, and of course Halloween 2018. So I hope you don't mind me doing that too. And we see some of the other. We got Terry, we got Vicky, and Mark. A lot of others. And of course, the big guy here, Ted. Here comes Jenny in our car, and Crazy Ralph's on his bike. After she played Jenny, Amy Steele actually appeared in an episode of Family Ties about a year after this. And of course, she also appeared in April Fool's Day, which I actually got to watch for the first time not so long ago. Glad it was on Prime. I must say, April Fool's Day was pretty good. Excuse me. I don't know. I'm getting a bit sleepy, but I'm going to think about doing April Fool's Day next year. What is this crap? You're supposed to be nice. Everyone else got your hours. Okay, get your stuff. Come outside. Oh, of course not. Now, actually, I wanted to point out, I almost forgot to mention that since I've seen some of y'all's unboxing vids of the just now released Friday the 13th collection from Scream Factory, been hearing from some that there's something very special on the second one. I've actually heard from, I'm not sure who even were on this. I think it might have been the Diegler, excuse me, the Diegler who might have mentioned this, but I may be wrong. But I know that mentioned that they show off the uncut footage of the deaths from this movie. Yeah, got to see the uncut footage of Alice's death and and I forgot his name. Will messes around with Harry. Okay, let me ask y'all a question and be honest. If anybody will ever take part of this, John Kyle, you'll probably take part of this. If you had a choice between now, it's about between these two horror slasher sequels of 1981. You got a choice between this here, Friday the 13th Part 2, and Halloween 2. Which one would you prefer more? Think about it, okay? It's telling the story of Jason.
only survived that night. But Friday the 13th. Legend has it that Jason started on it. By now, I guess you don't know. First return, 5 years. 5 long years.
Yep, here we see all these here youngsters having fun inside the counselor training center building here, which looks pretty cool actually. Excuse me again. Sorry for okay, I'll sleepy on y'all. My apologies. Anyway, yeah, I don't know how well this is gonna turn out. This doesn't turn out as well as the last one did. I may just send the next one to 7. Big D by accident. I put in Halloween 5. Oh, pitiful. I know it's going to be coming up on IFC, I believe, next Saturday, but I don't think I'm going to watch again. I think I'm going to just watch Halloween 4 again. Yeah, because I preferably like that. I don't want to try and turn down the volume and have the close encounters going when the damn clown cops show up on Halloween 5. Believe me, I fucking hate the clown cops. After that music, like I said, I would rather hear Bulk and Skull's theme from Power Rangers instead of that garbage. Anyway, well, don't worry, John Kyle. You can get things situated. Yeah, once again, it's Friday the 13th, Part 2. Part of this double feature DVD I've got playing. Really something. Oh boy, and that's all Jane needed was a rude awakening by Ted. And here we see Crazy Ralph just spying on Snooping. Yep. But not for long. Here's his demise with the barbed wire around the neck. I mean, in our Friday the 13th sequels, we would see a bit of, other characters that were like Crazy Ralph, beware of bears. Oh boy. See that little pooch muffin going through the woods. Soon encounters a pair of big boots. Yeah. I'll tell you this. When I was a kid in the 80s, I actually had I did actually have a dog. It was a little brown haired terrier. I named him Mr. T after, of course, Mr. T from the A Team and the Mr. T cartoon, of course. Because of course, I'm Clubber Lang from Rocky 3. Believe me, because Mr. T was one of my favorite celebs when I was growing up back in the 80s. Named him Mr. D after you? Whoa, wait a minute, you named Dom Mr. D after yours truly? Very interesting. Yeah, yeah. Certainly was a big Mr. T fan back in the day. Name's Mr. T. First name's Mr. Middle name's that period. Last name T. Yeah. There goes Jeff and Sandra. Take a big, dangerous chance in going to find Camp Blood. Yeah, and of course, I also remember the Mr. T cereal that Quaker put out. Everyone's going for a swim or just sunning themselves. Yeah, now they come to a bunch of barbed wire signs says no trespassing. Yeah, like eyes of a dead dog. Huh. Now caught in the act by the law. Now that lawman's after mysterious character just raced by. Now we're tracking that character to build a shack. Well, sort of looks like one, but well. Anyway, I also want to thank everybody for checking out my reviews these last few times. It seems Friday Night's done pretty well. Night of the Demons has done pretty well. I'm still going to try to look into the remake. And my recent reviews of I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. There we are. The old shack. Excuse me, everyone. Didn't want you to see me yawn. Okay. Finally, our next kill. The officer's dead. Gets hit in the head with the hammer cloth, and yeah. Yeah. Oh boy, here comes some real hot stuff. Well, almost. Ted and Jay and Stillwater Council is about to have a one last night on the town. Head to the casino, bar, and what have you. Okay, Big D, let's hear Ralph. Okay, I'll go ahead one. You're doomed. You're all doomed. Okay, now it's the gang. Yeah, Terry's stripping down to be in the buff. You know, Steve Bush and I said Bush. Yeah, this was one of the few movies we actually do get to see a tiny bit of brief graphic nudity. Here, give you another Crazy Ralph impression just for fun. You're doomed if you stay. Go. Go. Jeff's trying to do a little arm wrestling with Mark. Sandra's managing to get him away. They get ready to head upstairs for a little sex. And Vicky's gonna. You are out. Of course, I'm a. Besides, I do all sorts of voices, you know. Yeah, Vicky gives Mark these handheld electronic games. Yeah, I have a few electronic handheld games. I used to have even have some wind up handheld games. As a matter of fact, that Tommy put out. Yeah. Oh, that was more Bush than we see tits. Scott, that's the guy's name. I forgot. Yeah, and Scott's getting the guy I forgot his name. Scott's getting away with Harry's clothes and what have you, and ends up in a trap. And you know what? Just a moment, everyone. Oh, well, we'll keep watching there. Here comes Scott Zed with the machine in Nick. If you have the Blu-ray, you get to see more blood flow gushing out from Scott's slit throat, you know. Oops, I made a mistake. It's Paul. That's the big guy, it's not Ted. Fuck. I'm sorry, and pardon the strong language. My mistake. There's so many Friday the 13th characters. I keep messing up on some of those names. And I always see Terry just screaming. Who knows what happens there at death? You think the Blu-rays have an uncut version of how Terry no, excuse me, of Terry getting killed? Tell me, okay? If you got the Scream Factory Blu-ray set, okay? Yes, I thought it was that Scream Factory set. It includes a 4K scan of the original camera negative, of course, and also includes long lost uncut footage. So, you think they actually show us how Terry dies? You think? If so, tell me, okay?
So what is that older thing? 5 years ago, someone panics and rolled out. Of course. Jenny.
Okay. We're about halfway through the movie now, so anyway, for those of you just tuning in, this is what I'm watching. Friday the 13th Part 2. So you better try and join me any of y'all better try and join me while you still can. If not, hey, I'm not gonna be rude. Y'all probably had something else going on, so couldn't make it, it's no problem. There's always a next Saturday, okay?
Jason, legend.
Well, back at the Packanack. Yeah, that's the name of the lodge here, the Packanack. Have a fun name, huh? Packanack. Packanack. Giga. And there goes Sandra and Jeff upstairs for a little sex.
motorcycle accident. Paralyzed. Doctor said, I don't.
Yeah. Mark's talking about how he got put in the wheelchair.
Oh, why? I'm training.
You know, I actually did hear from various people that the young girl who played Sandra was too young, so we couldn't see much of her sexy self because she was only 17. I just wanted to throw that a little bit in there because I like that song. 17 by Winger. Yeah. Yeah. Well, now Vicky's headed off with Mark.
You.
Now Vicky's prepping herself up. Yeah. It's a handsome killer. Getting the perfume on the wrist, on the face. Fixing himself up with that right in between on the chest and yeah, right in the bloomers. Oh my gosh. If a girl ever did that for a little something, to do a little something with moi, hell, I'd say go for it. I doubt that would even happen. Because after all, even I know I probably wouldn't because, like, I haven't had no alcohol. I haven't had no girlfriend for the past 15 years, daggum. Yeah, you're all doomed, Drew. You're all doomed. I'm just relax, Drew. I'm just playing with you. But yeah, I'm yeah, I'm yeah, I already did my performance as Crazy Ralph, my friend. Ugh. And now here comes a storm. Oh, Mark's thinking Vicky's coming back. Oh boy, here comes probably a favorite death of everyone. probably everyone. Okay, maybe not factually everyone. I know Derek from Derek's Horror Corner actually liked this kill, and I've got to agree with him. This is one of my favorite Friday the 13th scenes. Mark's death. Just a second, and whap! Right with the machete. Mark's death is the best, especially uncut. Yeah, Drew. I heard from, and I've read that the Scream Factory Blu-ray set that just came out actually has uncut versions of the death. I had only seen maybe a couple of them through videos and one of you. I saw Alice's uncut death and the officer's death. I'd love to see how the rest goes. If anybody has footage, I'd love to check it out. So if anybody has a little footage of that, as long as it's not been blocked or anything, let me know. Yeah, that killer, of course, is you got it, Jason. I didn't want to tell you at first, but now we know. Took this Sears spear, and now going to well, pin down Jeff and Sandra in the bed, or should I say, speared down? Another joke. Yeah. Like I said in the first one, arrowed down for Bill's death, and now Jeff and Sandra speared down. See, another joke I made. I know, it probably doesn't make sense. Still. Yeah. And here comes Vicky back on to the thing back. You know, most of the Friday girls, I want to say Vicky is absolutely adorable. She's cute. I'm serious. Dead serious. That's a good question. I got another question to follow up since none of you boys and girls who have been on here that they Drew, if you don't mind my asking, is Harry Seth actually uncut in the Blu-ray? Oh, we see Sackhead Jason going for poor little Vicky. Oh, wait a minute. Oops. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah, you're saying that Terry is a cute one. Oops. Boy. Yeah. And that's it for Vicky. Okay, now I see. But again, I would like to know that since this and Halloween 2 came out in the same year, if you had a choice between them. Oh, well, hey, it was worth a shot. I thought we would finally see that. Okay. Hey, it's no problem, Drew. I didn't know. It would have been cool to know how it went. Hmm. Sandra and Joseph, which is the best one? Well, again, I'd like to see more of the uncut deaths. If anybody ever did a compilation vid, a vid showing off the uncut deaths and what have you, I'd be interested because I'm just a little curious. No, I mean, even though I've already seen them. Wait, scratch that. I had seen the uncut ones in someone's vid on Alice, the cop, and the guy who gets hung in the tree, which that was Scott. Yeah, I forgot him. Oops. Okay, again, let me get back to the Friday 2 Howling 2 bit. If you had a choice of these two movies, which would you preferably want to go for? The best the best part 2 of a horror franchise that came out in 1981. Would it be Friday Part 2 or would it be Halloween 2? Think about it, alright? Friday 2 is one I prefer. Yeah, I think you're right, Drew. Even though I do like Halloween 2, but I do have to agree on Friday 2 because we have some good kills. We got Sackhead Jason, in which case we're seeing him right now attacking Paul. Oh, I see. Hmm. Well, I've been having thoughts about possibly going to Instagram. We'll see what happens sometime down the road. I have been having thoughts about that. I mean, since some of my gal pals are on Instagram, so we'll see. Because who knows, Drew? Maybe I will, look into this on Instagram. Okay, we'll see what happens. I bet they look real cool, though. But anyway, Drew, since you're here, I want to show my latest DVD pickups I got from Walmart. I got the Resident Evil collection and the Underworld collection. Yeah, got these from Walmart earlier this week. And I'm almost done with both of them. I've got 2 more flicks remaining of both of these. Well, I'm gonna tell you. Well, with Resident Evil, although I've only seen the first two, and I did have the second one on DVD, but it's been years since sold it. But I decided to give this a second chance. I know Resident Evil kind of got mostly dissed by critics and what have you. Well, some of the movies did, not all of them. The first one's actually pretty good. Um, and the second one, Apocalypse, which is why I had, it's good too. Not quite close to as good as its predecessor. And the third one, Resident Evil Extinction, isn't too bad either, but it redeems itself a bit in the fourth one, Afterlife. Now, I have yet to see I still haven't seen the last two, Retribution and the Final Chapter. I'm going to be watching those real soon. Now, as for Underworld, on the other hand, another franchise I decided to give a second chance because I've seen the first two before. I never saw the third one, which was the prequel, Rise of the Lycans, until just earlier this morning. And I have seen the fourth movie, Awakening, before, but I have yet to see the final movie, Blood Wars. But anyway, but what do I think of these? Well, they're actually pretty cool. I mean, if you've not seen Resident Evil, I say you should give it a shot. I mean, this has got a lot of good action, what have you. Mia Jovovich, pretty good as Alice. I mean, I like the story of how the T virus gets free and kills everyone in the hive of a big research lab working on viral weaponry, and then everybody dies. But soon they didn't say that as the T virus reanimated their bodies, turn them into zombies. Even dogs get turned into zombies. Yeah. But pretty cool though. Now, as for Underworld, I'm gonna say this is totally awesome. Don't let this kind of fool you or anything. I mean, before we even got Twilight, this was the real thing of vampires and werewolves. I mean, Kate Beckinsale is absolutely awesome as the vampire Celine. Yeah, she's awesome. Okay, but I say I say you should check out Underworld. The first one's good. Second one's not too bad, nor is third. I had to revisit the fourth one though. Well, I'll be revisiting the fourth one since I've only watched it one time. That's been like a couple of years ago. And like I said, I haven't seen the last one though. Well, Jane's on the run, trying to hide from Sackhead Jason. Yeah. Oh yeah. There was one other thing I didn't mention about Resident Evil. Yeah, these zombies can really cause some serious damage to even someone. Because if someone gets bitten by the zombies, that person will die within an hour or two, and then months later they become one of them. Probably cause some trouble, kill friends, and what have you. Probably will succeed, as Alice says in Apocalypse. Of course, it's also those films are actually loosely based on the video game franchise from Capcom, which I've never actually played the Resident Evil games. I've just seen gameplay though. Eh, now it's scaring that kid Jason off with the chainsaw. And now James found the shack. Staghead Jason not too far behind. There's the barricades itself. And she sees the bodies of Terry and the officer, plus dead body, well, already it's now corpse, and of course the old severed head of Mrs. Voorhees and her sweater. Well, Jane's taking a big chance. Put it on the old sweater and about to give and pretend that she's Mrs. Voorhees. Perhaps this is it, my friends. He's about to begin trying, well, get through to Jason. So, anyway. Anyway, I sure do hope you've been enjoying this so far. Of course, again, we're on Friday the 13th, Part 2 from 1981. We're almost done on the last act.
Jason, Mother is talking to you. Jason, Mother is talking to you.
Jason's coming with a big pickaxe. It's working. Here comes Paul. Alright, Jane's got the machine out and raised it and aimed it right at Jason. Can right by the shoulder blade. Yep. Managed to take Jason out. Now they leave. Well, I'm just going to continue with why I was. But anyway, Drew, like I said, so far from what I've seen of Resident Evil and Underworld, mostly good and what have you. But again, don't mind what the critics say. I mean, they're just real awesome. I liked some of the cool special effects they had in the first movie and what have you, especially that one part where some of the subs had to avoid this here laser security thing. Yeah, one laser goes right to this woman's neck and her head comes off. And one jumps to avoid the laser and gets himself cuffed at the torso, I believe. And the other one tries to avoids it first time, but soon it becomes like a diamond checkerboard like design and cuts through him completely, in various chunks. Yeah. Now, Paul's got Jay back to safety. They think they may be expecting trouble coming, so close the door. There's muffins. Yeah. She's about to come out there. Then, of course, here comes an unmasked Jason. Boy, really freaky, huh, people? Sorry. I got possum all over the grave. Yeah. Yeah, Miss Shackhead Jason. Sleepy. Paul somehow vanishes. Somehow, no one knows what happened. And Jenny gets carried off in a stretcher to the hospital. And then we go back to the wreckage of the shrine. And we still see candles lit and the severed head of Jason's mother. Just sitting there. Then it freezes. And that's that. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to point out. Scott, the guy who gets hung in the tree, is played by Russell Todd, who a few years later would go on to star in the cult classic sci-fi horror flick Shopping Mall. I almost forgot to bring that up. Yeah, Shopping Mall's real good. But anyway, that's it. That's the end of Friday the 13th Part 2. Yeah, and once again, this has a real good score by Harry Manfredini. Really awesome. I mean, you can't go wrong with the scores of Harry Manfredini for this. But anyway, well, I do hope everybody enjoyed this here live stream. I mean, don't know if it had done so well like the last one, but hey, if it doesn't, well, there's always a chance I'll send the next one to 7 o'clock instead of 8 like before. But we'll see. There we go. Our Paramount logo's gone. Okay. Oops. But I'm gonna run by my remote. Now, if you'll excuse me, everyone. Stop the movie. And then eject. Okay, so that's it. That's it for my live stream of Friday the 13th and Friday the 13th Part 2. I do thank everyone for watching. 80s Horror Fan, Firefly Family Podcast. Well, that's about all I can see, but anyway. Thanks for being a part of this, guys. Thanks for chatting with me. I wish I could have had more, but it's okay. I'm sure some of y'all were pretty busy. Oh, yeah, and Bronco Juggalo talks movies. I mean, he talked to me a couple times. Thank you. But anyway, that'll do it for this here live stream. Join me next Saturday night when I bring to you Friday the 13th Part 3, which, yes, I'll be watching in 3D. And Friday the 13th, the final chapter. And tomorrow, prepare yourself for a review of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Thanks for watching my third horror live stream. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.